What's up, guys? It's Ray J back with another video. And in this one, I want to break down what's happening with Tesla SPY in the overall market. Just know that I'm not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out my Mumu link. If you deposit $100, you're guaranteed 5 free stocks. If you deposit $1,000, you're guaranteed 15 in total. Not to mention 8.1% APY on invested cash. The offer ends very soon. Anyways, now let's talk about the market. So, as far as Tesla's going, I just want to mention that right now there's a pre-market range between this 430 resistance from yesterday, and now we have the support at 414. Tesla revisited this 414 zone only to get a bounce so far. So I'll be watching to see how well we hold these levels. Now, there's been some talk about how Tesla's launching their a smart summon feature now in China. And as they continue to, develop these new technologies, launching them with enhanced autopilot and FSD is going to be very, very useful. I think it's very awesome to see this continuing. I think this could also help incentivize more sales. And I think it's a very, very good piece of news because it just goes to show how much more data is going to be collected with their different features. On top of this, I did go over this news yesterday, but one of Tesla's executives, when it comes to developing FSD, did leave the company. His name is Zheng Gao, so that's part of why I think Tesla dipped. However, just wish the best for him, despite the fact that he's leaving to Zoo X, which is going to be one of Tesla's rivals in San Francisco and Las Vegas. Despite that, and I also think that Tesla could find someone else. But I just wish all the best for him as he embarks on his next journey. On top of this, I want to mention that there's not anything too significant coming out in terms of our data. But for SPY, we have a very mixed options chain. We have 597 being our max pain and a 1.43 put to call ratio, so nothing too significant, at least thus far. The last thing is, I'm not seeing anything too crazy. The market did dip quite a bit yesterday, but now it's trying to rebound. We did have Donald Trump ring the bell for the New York Stock Exchange yesterday, and since then, I'm not really seeing anything else that's too crazy. Costco's earnings were mixed, and besides that, we'll be talking about the charts from this point on. So, watch this 420 and 414 support zone on Tesla. If we lose 420, we could get closer to 414. If that fails us, we're looking for essentially 407, very close to our 20 EMA. However, if we hold this low right here, so this is basically an uptrend that Tesla is on. As you can see, we're making higher highs and higher lows. As long as you hold 414, we do have the potential to try to rebound, make our way back up to about that 430 area. And once that breaks, we turn more bullish. So to me, it looks like Tesla has been attempting to bounce over and over again. And in this case, Tesla might attempt to rebound. There might be an attempt to get back up to 430. We'll have to see if Tesla could break past that or not. I do expect a little push into like the 420s. I think Tesla will attempt to do it. And we'll have to see if we could break that resistance or not. So watch that very closely. But I most definitely see the potential in this, try to revisit these highs. For SPY, we're also trying to bounce. We're going to be on our way back up close to 608. We'll have to see if we could break that. If we don't break 608, expect us to get, a rug pull back down to 605 or below. But if we break 608, we will remain bullish in 610, 611. Those targets will be coming for new all-time highs. So look for an attempt to push to 607.5 and then 608. If we break that, we could continue this pump to new all-time highs. If we come short, we could be turning back down. So I hope that's very clear, but I see potential in this nonetheless to push higher. For Nvidia, we're trying to bounce here. As long as we're above 140, we could be looking for 142 as our target. Look for a test of 140, and we'll have to see how it reacts here. As long as you don't lose 137 to 135, you remain a little bit more bullish for Bitcoin. We're holding this 20 EMA. We could attempt to get back up to 101,000. So I see potential in this. NQ is breaking out, so we're going to be looking for 21,880 is our target, and we could be on our way closer to about 22,000 if we continue. As long as we don't lose 21,672, we look more bullish. The QQQ is breaking its highs. As long as we don't lose 530 and then 526, this is favoring upside for 534 or above. For Apple, we're on a slight uptrend. There was a head and shoulders like structure, but we held support, so we did test our 20 EMA to bounce. So I did call this out yesterday. We could bounce off this, but if we lost this, I would turn more bearish. We have not lost support. We bounced instead. So it's in a range between 250 and 247, which I think we continue to do. But there's an attempt to bounce right over here. For the IWM, we're on a bit of a downtrend. We'll have to see if we could hold 234 to get back inside of our channel. If 234 fails, let's look for 232. But if we bounce here, we could get back in this channel. For coin, we could attempt to bounce here. We could be on our way to 320 if that holds. Amazon is trying to hold support. Let's just hope that we hold 226. It might dip a little bit to 226 before it tries to bounce again, back up to 230. But if 226 fails, this imbalance will fail to 224. So I think it could dip a bit before it tries to bounce. Meta, same thing. It's possibly dip a little bit more, maybe like a couple points more. It's about 623 before it tries to bounce. If it loses 623, we're going to be dipping lower, but look for a small dip and a bounce is the most likely case. Microsoft is trading sideways. We need to get back up at 450 to bounce. And Google, it's been dipping. We're going to be looking to see if we can bounce off 192 or so. It still looks a little bit more bearish, so we'll look for a test of 192. If that fails us, we could be tipping closer to 190. But if it holds this, it could dip a little bit more before it tries to rebound, so we'll have to see if that ends up being the case. That being said, I thank you all for listening. For now, the market's trying to rebound. We'll just see if Tesla could hold above 420. If so, this could be attempting to get to all-time highs all over again, if not break them. Anyways, that's it for my update. Thank you all so much for listening, and peace out.